What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So as you can tell by the title, I will be talking about when could we possibly see the rest of Age of the Primes Wave 1, seeing that we got the Fallen revealed just a couple days ago on the 27th. It really begs the question, when are we going to see all the other figures in the first wave of the new generation's toy line? And there's a lot of speculation going around right now. It could be a fan stream a couple weeks from now, or it could be at the Singapore Comic-Con going down early December. I think it would be a live stream, because if you go by what happened last year, I believe they revealed the Titan class at Singapore Comic-Con. So I think we're just going to be seeing Star Convoy there and not Age of the Primes Wave 1. But I could be wrong. Maybe Hasbro wants to do things a little bit differently this year around, because last year that was very different than you know, the usual reveal window. We got freaking Wave 2 reveals that same year for Legacy United, and we saw Tidal Wave super early along with Magmatron extremely early. Like, we don't see those figures until like March or April of the year they come out usually. So I don't know, again, maybe they want to do something a bit different this year around. But with what we know about the Fallen's pre-order window, he was originally supposed to go up, I think yesterday, but something happened behind the scenes and he's not going up for pre-order anymore, and it'll be at a later date. So that makes me think that the reveals for this wave are somewhat soon. I'd assume in the next 2 weeks maybe. There might be another live stream, maybe late to mid-November possibly. But again, it could very well be Singapore Comic-Con. I'm not sure. So I don't know. Either way, I just really want to see this wave really badly, because there's so many figures in this wave that are really curious on how they're going to handle these figures. I mean, just, you know, refreshing guys on this wave, it's due out in April of next year, so just like 4 or 5 months away, basically. And we're going, for the deluxes, we're going to be getting Animated Wasp, which that alone is freaking insane. You know, if you know the history of Animated, Wasp was gonna come out back in 2009 or 2010 before the line got canceled, so that never saw the light of day, and now we're finally getting it, mind you, in the mainline generations 17 years later, which is pretty crazy if you really think about it, guys. Then we got some aerial bots, Deluxe Slingshot and Deluxe Air Raid, which I'm curious to see how they'll turn out, but honestly, guys, I'm really not too into the G1 aerial bots. I really could care less about that combiner. Sign me up for the Combaticons or Predaking or Devastator, but aerial bots I really don't care about. But again, still curious to see how they'll turn out quality-wise, especially with Deluxe Jet Formers these days. We really don't get a lot of those, so I really want to see how they handle it in the modern era. And then for the last deluxe of the wave, Solus Prime, which I have no freaking idea what they could pull from for this figure. I mean, there's not really a lot of different designs for Solus. It's mostly just the aligned continuity and I think the IDW design as well. So your guess is as good as mine on what they could pull from and what this character could transform into. And now for the two Voyagers of the wave, we have Prima, which I think is like speculated to be a pre-tool for Hearts of Steel Optimus. Maybe I'm mixing up one of the primes coming out next year, but maybe that could make sense. I'm not sure, but if they're going by the aligned continuity or IDW or whatever, I don't know how true that could be, but again, we haven't even seen the figure, so we really can't tell right now. And the other Voyager, Armada freaking Red Alert. Now, this is probably the figure that I'm most excited for out of the whole wave. Getting a Voyager class Armada Red Alert is basically a dream for me in the modern era, because I was scared a few years ago when we saw that Jurassic Park collab that looked awfully similar, suspiciously similar to the Armada Red Alert design. So I just thought he was going to be designated just for a repaint or a slight retool for a deluxe class figure down the line, with terrible ball-jointed arms that are kind of outdated for today's standards and generations. But I was wrong. Thankfully, we are getting a nice, chunky Voyager class Red Alert. Hopefully, he's got all of his features. I doubt he's going to come with his minicon, especially at this point nowadays. none of the Transformers from Armada have come with their minicons, basically, except for the weird Shattered Glass Wheeljack repaint, which is kind of random if you ask me, because the regular Armada one didn't even come with his minicon, which still annoys me, but whatever. And then the other leader that we haven't seen is G2 Grimlock. Now, I don't think this is going to be a re-release of the one that we got in the Toxitron subline last year. I think it is going to be the other G2 Grimlock that is in the blue color scheme. Hopefully, but I don't know, with their trend of doing re-releases, it might be the yellow Grimlock again. But with this being Wave 1 of the new toy line for Generations next year, I highly doubt any of Wave 1 is just going to be straight up re-releases. So I definitely think it's going to be an all-new repaint in the blue G2 color scheme for Grimlock. And of course, we've already seen the Fallen. So out of this wave, I was most excited for the Fallen, but obviously we already saw him. I'm definitely still getting him when he comes out. And gotta go with Red Alert and Wasp. And I'm very curious on Solus and Prima, but I'm not really, itching to buy them just yet. And Air Raid and Slingshot, again, I don't really care about, but I still want to see how they turn out, especially for modern-day Deluxe jet formers. But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about Wave 1 of Age of the Primes? Are you excited for it? And when do you think we will see the rest of the wave revealed? All my social medias are linked down below, including my email if you guys want to hit me about business inquiries, if you want to message me about whatever, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions, photography, or irregular display shelves in your homes. You can either hit me up on any of my social media accounts or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Catch y'all in the next one. Bye!